testing, we have to deploy whole project to check what functionality of the project. While after releasing the project also, there also deployment will be there. In UAT also there will be deployment. Deployment is everywhere, right? And when these many times deployment is there, why should I do manually? It's better to automate it or not there. And as part of automation, we can also integrate with other tools that are required, boss. Before deployment, unit testing should happen. Yes, we can integrate. Okay, so statics testing should happen. That also we can integrate. Okay, you want to do overall testing. So what is that? Selenium also you can integrate. You want to do code coverage? Yes, that also you can integrate. Getting my point, my dear? Yes. Yeah, final conclusion is I don't want to do build activity, deployment activity, other tools related activities on the project manually. I just want to press one button or automatically at certain frequency, or whenever new changes happened in the Git repository, things should happen automatically. So for that one, we need a tool that is called CI/CD tool, that is also known as what? Jenkins. That is also known as what? Jenkins. Okay, that's good. Continuous integration, continuous delivery in software projects by automating the parts related to what? Build, test, deployment. This makes it easy for a developer to continuously work on what? Betterment of the product by integrating the changes to the project. Yes, by simply integrating what? Changes to the project. Are you getting my point, my dear? Come on. 1 minute, guys. Yeah, this makes it easy for a developer for continuously work on betterment of the product by integrating changes to the project. Yes. CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment or delivery. Okay. Jenkins helps the team to automate various activities related to agile model project development to deployment, which says development, build, test, deployment, operation should happen smoothly. Jenkins also useful in the maintenance of the project towards what? Fixing the bugs and resolving the issues by enabling what? Continuous integration and continuous deployment process. Are you getting my point? Yeah, tell me. Jenkins automates software builds in continuous manner and lets developer to know errors at an early stage. A strong Jenkins community is one of the prime reasons for its popularity. Jenkins is not only extensible but also has what? Thriving plugin ecosystem. What system, guys? Thriving plugin ecosystem. That's good. We can integrate multiple supporting softwares or plugins in Jenkins ecosystem as needed. Maven Gradle, Sonar Cube, Selenium, JUnit, Mockito, and etc. All these are various options that we are having are not there, guys. Some of the possible steps that can be performed using Jenkins are, check it out. Software build using build systems such as Gradle, Maven. We can link what? Maven with Jenkins. We can say, hey Jenkins, take the support of Maven while building the project. What do you mean by building the project? Making sure that all are compiled, all jars are added. Okay, code is stable code. Packing the code into var jar file is called what? Build process. Keeping project ready for execution is called as what? Build process. What process, guys? Build process. keeping our code ready for execution, maybe as a packed code or maybe as an individual code. But that is called build process. It can automate that now, boss. Automation testing using test frameworks such as what? Nose to Pies test, Robo, and what is there? Selenium and more. So we can automate testing. You need not to run Selenium separately. If you link Selenium with what? Jenkins. Once build is completed on the same project, Selenium test will happen, test report will be generated. Nice, guys. There's no need of you doing Selenium work separately. You can link Selenium with what? Jenkins. Execute test scripts using Windows terminal, Linux terminal. Okay, some test script execute. Archive test results and perform post actions such as what? Printing test reports and more. We can link printer with what? Jenkins to print the test results. Execute test scenarios against different input combination for obtaining what? Improved test coverage. Nothing is there. We can go for Jacaco kind of tool integration to check against these tests how much code is participating in the execution. That's fine. Continuous integration where artifacts automatically created and tested. This aids identification issues of what? Product and early stage of what? Deployment. Okay, these are the main things, guys. So we can automate build process. We can automate what? Testing process, both the unit testing and what? Testers testing. We can run the test scripts. We can do post test. We can automate post test operation like taking print results, test results print out. Come on, guys. And we can automate what? Jacaco. We can automate what? Static code analysis. Everything we can link with the Jenkins. Jenkins is not just there. Use me when prepare where file, start server, deploy. That's the main goal. But another goal is what? Whatever tools are required before doing all these activities or while doing all these activities, they can be automated or not there, guys. Super. Close to 1500 plus plugins contributed by what? Community. Plugins helps in what? Customizing the experience with what? Jenkins. Along with providing support for accelerating activities related to what? Building, deploying and automating and etc. Okay, keeping the code ready for execution is called project or application build process. Fine. Silent features of what? Jenkins. Jenkins is more functional driven rather than what? UI driven. Hence, there is a learning curve involved in what? In getting to know what is Jenkins. Here are the powerful developer centric features offered by what? Jenkins. Powerful developer centric features offered by whom? Jenkins, guys. Okay, that's good. Yeah, tell me here what is there? Learning curve. What is there? Learning curve is high means learning time is high. Learning curve is small means learning time is what? Less. Okay, silent features of what? Jenkins. Okay. Easy installation and what? Configuration. Jenkins will come as a small setup file, guys. Install. One more option is there. You will get as a zip file. When you extract the zip file, one WAR file will come. You deploy WAR file in Tomcat server. Jenkins is ready in your system. That much easy or not there, guys. Super. Jenkins is self-contained Java program that is agnostic of what platform on which it is installed. It is available almost for all the operating systems such as what? Windows, different flavors like Unix, Mac OS and etc. It is available as normal installer as well as what? WAR file. Once installed, it is easy to configure using what? Web interface. It is easy to configure using what? Web interface. Getting my point, my dear? Yeah, that's good. Okay, next one, open source, guys. Jenkins is free. Jenkins is what? Free. It's a free to use, free to work. It's completely free means free, guys. Come on. As it is open source, it is free for use. There is a strong involvement of the community, which makes it what? Powerful CI/CD tool. You can take the support from Jenkins community, whether it is for extensibility, support, documentation, or any other feature related to Jenkins. Everyone getting my point, my dear? Come on. Okay. How does open source companies are what surviving? Already I discussed this. By offering open source software companies release their software at free of cost to the market, but they generate revenue by the following services and what? By products. By offering certification exam, you think about Java is free, but how it is surviving? Arkil Corporation now generating by conducting certification exams are not there. They charge more for that. Each exam they charge 10,000 something like that. OCJP 10,000. After that, more further charges. By offering corporate trainings, yeah, they only conduct exam for preparation. Also, they only take that preparation. By publishing books, private is not so popular because no one is reading books. Everyone getting information from internet only. By releasing byproducts like IDs, drivers, and etc. By offering services to software development companies, if they stuck up in the middle of the project, come on, guys. Super. Number 3, thriving plugin ecosystem, guys. Thriving plugin ecosystem. Yeah, listen, guys. I have to link so many softwares with the Jenkins, right? I have to link Selenium, I have to link X, I have to link Y, I have to link Z. So if I want to link many softwares to what Jenkins means, you have to need plugins are not there. Jenkins is full of plugins, guys. You want to link Maven? Yes. You have to be ready with Maven plugin. You want to link Selenium? You have to install one or other plugin. You want to work with the Tomcat server for deployment? There's one more plugin for that. Everything through plugins now, my dear. Yeah. The backbone of Jenkins is what? The community, and community members have been instrumental in the development and the testing. Close of 1500 plugins are available in Update Center. How many? 1500 plus plugins are available. Okay, guys. 1500 plus plugins are available. Are you understanding my statement, my dear? Come on, everyone. Yeah. Next one. Easy distribution, guys. Jenkins is designed such a manner that makes relatively easy to distribute work across the multiple machines and platform for the accelerated build, testing, and what? Deployment. For accelerated build, testing, and what? Deployment. Are you getting my point there or not there, guys? How does Jenkins work? We look at the internal functioning of Jenkins. That means what happens once the developer commit the changes to the repository and how CI/CD is realized in Jenkins. We also look at what? Master agent architecture in what? Jenkins. Master agent architecture in what? Jenkins. Convinced, my dear? Come on, everyone. This is what? Master agent architecture. Okay. Nothing is there. Instead of working with Jenkins in one machine, you can keep in multiple machines so that we can complete the job of multiple machines together or not there. Sir, why it is required? Think about microservice architecture. In microservice architecture, every service is a project. You have 100 services. You will take how many projects? 100. Is it compulsory all these 100 projects should be there in one computer? No. These 100 projects will be there in what? 100 computer. Okay, now Jenkins should work on single computer or should work on 100 computer. But though it is working on 100 computer, should think about building single project now, boss. So that means distributed architecture is there or not there. Actually, what happens, in 100 computer, 100 Jenkins slaves will be installed. That means agents will be installed. In one computer, Jenkins master will be installed. Master will guide these agents, okay, to complete the build process in a sequence. If that is not there, Jenkins may not be suitable for what? Microservice architecture. Microservice architecture is what? Most happening architecture in the market are not there, guys. Is what? Most happening architecture in the market. What do you say, guys? It is definitely what? Most happening architecture in the market. Before we dive into how does Jenkins works, we must understand the architecture of what Jenkins. These are series of steps that routines the interaction between what different elements of Jenkins. Okay, check it out. Developer do necessary modification in the source code and commit the changes to the repository. A new version of that file will be created in version control system, nothing but GitHub, that is used for maintaining what? Repository of source code. Yeah, he modifies and he commits the change. Okay, development and unit testing activities also committing the code. Development and unit testing activities and also committing the code. It's a continuous process now, boss. He will write, he will do unit testing. Satisfactory results are not coming, again he will write, he will do unit testing. So ultimately your developer is committing the code, guys, to the repository. The repository continuously checked by what? Jenkins CI server. Jenkins is having two parts, guys. CI server, CD server. CI means continuous integration. CD means continuous deployment. The repository is continuously checked by what? Jenkins CI server for any changes, either in the form of what? Code or libraries. And changes are pulled by server. Jenkins will take the changes along with the base code, it will take the changes, right? Jenkins pulls the committed changes, guys. Super. In the next step, we ensure that the build with the pulled changes, that the build with what pulled changes is going through or not. The build server performs a build with what code and executable generated if the build process is successful. In case of build failure, an automated email with a link build logs and other build artifacts sends to the developer. Very simple, guys. Jenkins build the project. Build the project means keeps the project ready for what? Deployment, ready for execution or not there. See, guys, build server performs build with code and executable is generated where are jar file if build process successful. In case of build failure, an automated email with link to build log and other build artifacts will to render. One email message will come or error message will come. By seeing that, we have to rectify where problem has come. Here what? We are committing the changes to repository. Here what? CI server of Jenkins, CI CD server. Jenkins is combination of multiple servers, CI server, CD server, build server. Come on. Jenkins software is combination of multiple softwares. The CI server will continuously check modifications are done or not. If done, along with the modification, code is collected. Super, guys. Next. Okay, then what? The build server of Jenkins, what it will do? It will happily prepares the packed code where are jar file and try to deploy that one in the server or not there. Try to deploy that one in the server or not there, guys. Okay, fine. Have a note. The note is, yeah, the Jenkins software is combination of multiple servers. The Jenkins software is combination of multiple servers. A, what is there? CI server. Next, B, CD server. What is there? Build server and etc. Useful to build the project. Useful to build the project as var jar file. That's CD server. Useful to deploy the project as var jar. Next, useful to collect the project. Collect the project code. Useful to collect the project code. Useful to collect the project code from CI/CD server. Okay, from the code repository. What repository, guys? Code repo. Useful to collect the project code from what? Code repository. Understood my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. Yeah. In case of successful build, the build application is deployed to the test server. This steps helps in what? Realizing continuous testing where the new build executable goes through series of automated tests. Developers are alerted in case of what? The changes have caused any breakage in the functionality. So testing is done by linking Selenium or not, guys? Yeah. Yeah. If there are no build integration testing issues, with the checked in code, the changes and tested applications are automatically deployed toward production server, continuous deployment activity, guys. Okay, here is the diagrammatic representation of what? Jenkins architecture. Check it out. Okay, different developer committed the code to code repository. Nothing but Git repository. Okay, first what happened? Jenkins is performing build activity. Okay, by taking the support of Maven Gradle kind of tool as a supporting tool, same Jenkins will complete the testing by taking the support of what? Selenium. If these test results are positive, then what is there, guys? Okay, it will go for deployment in production server or not there. Yes or no, guys? Continuously collecting the code from code repository, CI, continuous integration. Continuously what? Deploying in the server is called what? CD. That's the reason. CD means delivery or what? Deployment. But officially delivery, but unofficially you can feel it as what? Deploy. Everyone getting my point there or not there, guys? A single Jenkins server might not be sufficient to realize the following requirements. To realize the following requirements. Testing needs to be performed on what? Different environment. Code written using different languages, Java, Python, committed and version control system, where single server might not be sufficient. Yeah, I already said na, boss. If in microservice architecture, every service is a project, come on. But is it compulsory all these microservices should be there in same language of Java? Microservice means extension of web service. Web service is known for what? Interoperability. Interoperability means what? Not compulsory. Okay, producer and consumer should be there in same language. Not compulsory. All microservice architecture project should be there in what? Same project, same language, same technology. They can be there in what? Different languages. Okay, they can be there in what? Different languages. No doubt in that, right? Yes. A single Jenkins server may not be sufficient to handle the load that comes with large scale project, especially microservice or such scenarios. The distributed master agent architecture of Jenkins used for continuous integration and testing. Diving deeper into how does it works, we take a look at the architecture of Jenkins. Yeah, it is master slave architecture. First, look at the diagram, guys. This is Jenkins master that is there on one machine. Come on. Next, we have a multiple Jenkins agents. These are what? They can be there on same mission or different mission. Generally, we try to take on what? Different. Okay. The Jenkins master agent can be there in what? Same mission. Okay. On different mission. Can be there on same mission or on different. Can be there on same mission or on different missions. That's great. Can be there on what? Same mission or on what? Different. Yeah. Let's have a look. The main server is Jenkins master. Here are the jobs handled by Jenkins master. Schedule the build jobs. Scheduling means every 15 minutes, every 1 hour. How it want. Chooses the appropriate agent in the master agent ecosystem for dispatching the builds. Or which work should go to which agent will be decided by whom, guys? Which work should go to which agent will be decided by master or not there. Monitor agents and take them online, offline as and when required. As and when required. Presenting build results to the developer. When multiple agents are involved in build system, collecting results from all the agents and presenting to end user also will be done by a master or not there. Jenkins master also executes jobs directly, but it always recommended to select appropriate agent to build what? Execute the related task. Like, master, Jenkins master is like what? Team leader or project leader. He can do coding, but he never do coding. He always makes others to code. He just monitors the code. He's like project leader or what? Team leader. They are technical people. Project managers are not technical people, okay? They are management people. They know, they have designing skills and work allocation skills, budgeting skills, okay, cost analysis. They are very good in that, okay? But they are not so great in what? Coding, boss. Coding means technical people. Project leader and team leader and team. Project leader can take the task and complete the task, but he don't do that. He will give tasks to others and he just monitors how they are doing. He will give suggestions on what? Quality, will give suggestions on what? Reviews, so that people will work better, will work hard to write the better code. Jenkins master and Jenkins agents are the instance of Jenkins server or what? Jenkins software. What Jenkins agents will do, guys? Agent is a remote machine that is connected to what? Master. Depending upon the project and build requirement, you could opt what? N number of agents. And agents can run on different operating system. Okay, depending upon the type of build request. The appropriate agent is chosen by master to for build, execution and testing. Here are the jobs handled by what? Jenkins says. Listen to commands from the Jenkins master. Listens to command from what? Jenkins master. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Listens to command from what? Jenkins master. Execute build jobs that are dispatched by what? Master. Execute build jobs that are dispatched by what? Jenkins master. Developers have the flexibility to run and build test on the particular agent or particular type of agent. The default option is what? Jenkins server. Jenkins masters selecting the best suited agent for the job. And it has to choose right agent for right job, guys. Listens to given by master. Execute the build job as requested by master. Developers have flexibility to choose a right agent for what? Right work. Here is the simple diagrammatic representation which we already discussed. So they can be there on same mission or different mission, but generally we try to take in what? Different. Jenkins agents are generally required to provide what? Desired environment. It works on the basis of what? A request received from what? Jenkins master. Nothing is there in agents, guys. Everything will be decided by one, guys? Master. How does Jenkins work in what? Master agent architecture. Yeah, check it out. Yeah. This is Git repository, guys. Jenkins master will take the code either through manual process. When you ask start job, it will do. When you ask to collect the code, it will collect the code. When you ask what to collect the code, it will collect the code. Okay. When it asks what? When it asks to collect the code, it will collect the code. When it asks to what? Get the code, whenever changes are done, it will collect. That part we have to actually configure, guys. That part we actually should configure. Okay, fine. So as soon as collected the code, it will give different parts of the code for building or automating building to different agents. Not compulsory these agents should be there in same ways. They can be there in different ways. They can be there on different missions also. They can be there on what? Different missions also. Everyone getting my point, guys? In dev test environment, we want to execute the build in Windows OS. Whereas UAT product environment, we want to execute the build in what? Linux OS. What OS, guys? Linux OS. Yeah. Here, what is there? Jenkins agent. Okay. Here is what? .NET. Here is what? Agent. So we have multiple agents are taken there or not there. Okay, fine. This is running on Windows. This is running on Linux. This is running on what? Mac. Think about microservice architecture, guys. Code master is collecting code from different repositories of Git because different microservices are there in different languages. Let us assume collects, but it won't do any build or anything. It will give to what? Agents, and the agents will take care of what? Building the microservice architecture projects are not there. Every service is a project. 10 services means 10 projects. They will be built or not there, guys. That's developer check in their respective code changes in what? Remote source code repository that is repeated on the left hand side. See, guys, people get the code from what? Repository. Only the Jenkins master is connected to repository and it checks code changes at the periodic interval. All the Jenkins agents are connected to Jenkins master. So Jenkins master connects to code repository. It periodically it will check, are there any change in the code? Are there any change in the code? Okay, fine. Are there any change in the code? Fine, boss. Super, guys. Tell me. Jenkins master dispatches the request to appropriate what agent depending upon environment required for the build. This lets you perform build and execute tests in different environment across the entire architecture are not there. Suppose it collected 4 microservice projects from 4 repository of Git. One is in Java, one is in .NET, one is in Python, one is somewhere else. It will dispatch to 4 agents which are running on 4 different platforms are not there. The agent performs what? Testing, generates test reports, and sends the same Jenkins to master for the monitoring. Okay. Agents taken respective microservice project of Java, .NET, Python. Build is done. Testing is done. Come on, guys. Okay. Yeah, it notices test. It will gather all the test results and gives to what? Master. Then now master takes the decision. Okay, all are okay now, go for deployment. Then each agent will deploy the project. Then each agent will start deploying the project. Yeah, tell me. The agent perform testing, generate the test report, sends the same to Jenkins faster for monitoring. Yeah, as a developer, keep pushing the code. Jenkins agents can run on different build version of the code for different platform. Jenkins master controls how respective build should operate. How respective build should operate. Jenkins falls under which category tool? Build and deployment tool or CI/CD tool. What are the alternate for what? Jenkins. GitHub some extent, GitLab some extent, AutoRabbit, Gearset, Ansible, automation platform, Bitrise, Buddy. But all these are waste, guys. Jenkins is good. Is Jenkins DevOps tool or JevTech apps tool? It's main tool of DevOps. It's nowhere related to security. It's what this. Who needs Jenkins knowledge? Who needs what? Jenkins. Build and deployment team or any domain belonging to what? Full stack developer. Anyone who belongs to full stack developer needs Jenkins knowledge or not there. Mainly DevOps team, nothing but build and deployment team. For them, it's bread and butter. But if you're a full stack developer, you should be all-rounder. As part of all-rounder, you should also take care of build and deployment. So there you have to go for what? Jenkins support. There definitely we need to go for what? Jenkins support. I hope you convinced it, guys. What's the final conclusion? Simple conclusion, guys. The simple and final conclusion is very simple. Jenkins is there to automate build and deployment process. Okay. Using Maven, it will build the project. Using Jane, it will test the project. Using SonarQube, it will do static code analysis. Okay. Using Maven, it will generate the var file. Using Selenium, again, it will do overall functional testing. Right? Using Jacaco, it will do code coverage. Once everything is over, okay, it will go to connected server and deployment happens. It will go to what? Connected server and completes the deployment activity or not. Interesting, my dear. Come on. Okay, fine. First, companies using Jenkins. Companies using Jenkins. There are so many companies, guys, using. Dhruva. Dhruva. Tally accounting software, is from Dhruva. Enterprise software, cloud data, backup DR, uses Jenkins for build deployment plan. Pure storage. storage, hardware, software products. Mahak Industry, large manufacturing sector firm. Grover, top, what is that? Top Denmark. Okay, fine. Insurance. Everest travel company. CERN, research and scientific company. Okay, Eclat, whatever it is. Staffing technology service, appraisal, publicly available Jenkins companies. Behind one popular Jenkins usage, Justin covers more than 10,000 companies worldwide. 10,000 or 1 lakh or 1 lakh company. Okay, yeah. So these are the companies using what? Jenkins. Companies using Jenkins. Yeah, yeah. Now, I would like to give sequence of activities using Jenkins for real-time project, right? Okay. Jenkins sequence of operations on real-time project. Development to deployment. Yeah, tell me. Final Jenkins CI/CD flow summary. This is very important. Otherwise, we'll discuss that flow summary later. We'll go for elaborated. Fine. Yeah, tell me. Code deployment. Developer writes the code in local machine. Code is committed and pushed toward Git. A commit or pull request triggers Jenkins automatically. Or Jenkins checks whether changes are done or not done. So it internally uses webhooks concept for that to check whether modifications are done. Jenkins job trigger and pipeline start. Jenkins receives a webhook and pipeline start. Jenkins file defines steps of CI/CD. Once code changes are found, automatically job triggers are not there. Jenkins job means keeping the code ready for execution. And also called as pipeline. If you want to configure more and more third-party plugins to Jenkins, we have to use pipeline concept. Next one, source code checkout. It notices changes are done, it will check out the code. Jenkins pulls the latest code from what repository? Interesting or not there? Build stays. What's there? Build stays. It will perform clean and package operation or not there. Then unit testing will happen. While doing that static code analysis also will happen, guys. First static code analysis, then this. Next one, static code scan and security scan. Sonar Cube, code smells bugs and vulnerabilities. Checkmark sync WhatsApp dependency check. Okay, it will check the Security scan, guys. Okay, build artifact creation. So it will think about what? Putting them in what? Putting them, generating var jar file representing the code. Okay, artifacts are pushed to what? Nexus repository, JFrog repository, Docker registry. Why, sir? To utilize later. To utilize later. Or where jar came, if it is not stored somewhere else, how it can be used later? Yeah. Deployment stage, guys. Option A. Deploy to QAR development environment. Okay, by using these tools. Option B. Deploy to staging. Nothing but UAT. Option C. Deployment what? Production. Based on that, it will take a call. Based on that, it will take a call, right? Yeah, tell me. Next one, post-deployment verification, smoke test, APA health check, UI, what is that? Sanity test, monitoring test. Array, it will do more. Post-deployment test also will happen. Smoke test, APA health check, sanity test, monitoring, ELK or Gafana, are to check whether deployment properly happened or not. Notification and reporting. Email, Slack, what Teams, build success failure report, test report and what test coverage report. Like this, 10 operations are there or not there, guys. All these things can be automated or not there, guys. All these activities. Tell me, first one, code commit. Developer pushes the code to Git or not there. Next one, webhook trigger. Jenkins pipeline starts. Check out. Okay, Jenkins pulls the code from repository. Build. Maven or Gradle build is happened. Unit testing. JUnit or test unit testing. Qualities scan. SonarQube or Jackako. Artifact build. jar or var file or Docker image. Push to repository. For future reference, we try to put this generated content into what push to Nexus, all this thing. Deploy to QA staging using Kubernetes, Ansible, RSS. Okay, production deployment based on the approval. Notification, Slack or what? Email reports. Slack or what? Email reports. I think easy now, my dear. Come on. Okay. I think there's no need of taking elaborated one. The summary table is enough or not there. In the diagram, only few things I have updated, guys. These many things you have to configure. These many things to happen means what? So many third-party software should be linked with the Jenkins or not there. And that will be done through what? Plugins. That can be done simply through what? Plugins. Definitely that can be done simply through what? Plugins, guys. Is that clear, my dear? Come on, everyone. Final Jenkins CI/CD flow diagram. Simple table. CI/CD flow. This is CI/CD flow na, boss. Commit, web trigger, checkout, build. This is continuous integration na, guys. Okay. This is continuous integration. What is there? CI process. That is CI process. Artifact build, push to repository. I think only 8 are given. Fine. 2 are missed. Yeah, can I say this is that is CI process, continuous integration process. This is what CD process. This comes under what? Continuous delivery, deployment, whatever it is, right? Yes. Okay. Yeah, this is the CID. These are the things. See, code commit, Git, webhook trigger. It's internal process saying that some changes are there. Check out. Jenkins will check out the code. Will as per integration, na boss. Jenkins will build the code. Jenkins will run the unit testing. Jenkins will run the sonar cube. Jenkins will prepare the var jar file using Maven. Jenkins will temporarily save the generated file in an access repository. Okay, then what is there? Jenkins will. Next one, deploy to QAR staging. It will deploy. Okay, then what is there? Production deployment. Lastly, success or failure notifications will come or not there. Happily, we will get what? Success or failure related notification. Everyone getting my point there, guys? Give me diagram explaining all this. Give me diagram explaining all this. Yeah. CI/CD pipeline diagram. Should I see the diagram or should I not see the diagram? Still, yeah. Array, that means this indicates various things we have to configure, na? To configure these things, we need a lot of plugins, na, boss? Okay. Now I don't ask all plugin because 1500 plus plugins are there. I'll try to list out important plugins, guys. Yeah. See, code committed. That's good. Webhook trigger is collecting the changes, observing the changes. Okay. Once Jenkins will check out the code. Okay. Jenkins will build the project. On the build project, unit testing is done. Come on. On the unit testing, what is there? Code quality scan. That means Sonar Cube is checking the quality of the code now, boss. And Jakarta will cover what? Test coverage. Come on. Next one, what is there? Artifact build. Okay, artifact means it's creating one more time var jar file kind of thing. So that it can keep in what? Local repository, third party repositories. Okay. Next, push to what? Repo. Push to what repo? No, that local Nexus kind of third party repository. Deploy to QAR staging. And deployment what? Production deployment. Right? Yes. So is there any chance of copying it, guys? No copy diagram option. This one, na? What is this? Diagrammatic representation of diagrammatic representation of Jenkins CI/CD process. CI/CD process. What is this, guys? CI. CI process and what? CD process. That's great. Yeah. Yeah. Next one. Important plugins of Jenkins from project development to deployment. From project development to deployment. Source code management plugins. It's giving for everything separated. For everything, different plugins are there, guys. Okay. Give me as okay. Give me as a table. Give me as a table. Arey, what happened, guys? Yeah, fine. This is enough, na? Git plugin to collect the code from what? Git repository. Pipeline plugin to start the project, to stop the project. Credential plugin to submit username, password, credential. Maven Gradle plugin is useful to build the project. Sonar Cube scanner plugin to check the quality of the code, static code. Jacaco code coverage. Joinit plugin to run this. Okay, HTML publisher plugin to display output in the form of HTML output. Docker pipeline plugin to once where is ready to go for what? Containerization. Nexus or Artifactory plugin to save the project in a temporary place. Publish over SSH plugin. Okay, to publish in Nexus, we have to go for what? Publish. Kubernetes plugin. Okay, to once Docker images are ready to reduce or increase number of images. Email extension plugin to send the notification. Slack notification plugin and what? Blue Ocean plugin. Okay, guys, Blue Ocean plugin. Yeah, here detailed plugins are coming. Okay. Now, there are so many plugins now, boss. Maven Gradle plugin is also there. Given or not given, guys? Okay. Hmm. Important plugin excluding Docker Kubernetes, we will discuss later. K8S. Wait a minute. It's giving so many things, guys. In each category wise, it is giving, right? It's giving what? Category wise. Yeah. See this one? SCM Git plugin, build process Maven, testing JUnit plugin, quality Sonar Cube, test coverage, Jacaco, artifact, Nexus artifact plugin, deployment, publish over what, Ansible plugin, notification, email extension or Slack plugin, pipeline. Okay, pipeline plugin or what, credential plugin. Alright, to start the job, to end the job. Okay, for that one, we work with what? Pipeline plugin are not there, guys. Okay, fine. Diagram showing these plugins in CI/CD flow. Jenkins file only this one. Okay, fine. No need of any diagram, guys, because just plugin only, na. Okay, most commonly used what plugin? Yeah, Docker and K8s I'm not involving because still time is there to learn. I think you are getting my point. Everything is because of plugins only, na boss. Top Jenkins plugins. What is there? Top Jenkins. 1500 plugins are there. I'm just trying to give important plugins. Okay, fine. I think space problem. Huh? Where is this? 15,000. Here is artifact plugin, guys. Everyone got it? Yes. Okay. Yeah, for a deployment, what is that? Publish our SSH Ansible plugin is there now, guys. Coverage Jacaco code, quality Sonar Cube, testing what? JUnit plugin. Okay. SCM, source code management Git plugin. Build for building project, Maven, Gradle, all this stuff is there or not there? Okay, guys, that's good. Yeah, now I would like to go for project development to deployment. Project development to end-to-end process. End-to-end process, including all the tools. Including all the tools. Okay. Okay. What is there? Add, Maven, Gradle, Jenkins, Selenium. I want to involve all the tool, guys. Selenium, Docker. What is there? K8s and etc. tools. I want to see everything, guys, right from this end-to-end project. Tools used. End-to-end project. Tools used. Requirements and gathering. What are the tools used, guys? Jira, Confluence, MS Teams, Slack. Slack is for communication, guys. Chat kind of thing. Slack is like what? Chat. Chat box kind of thing. Within the company chat box. Design phase. Draw.io. Okay, Figma. That is designing level. Development phase, IDEs, languages, frameworks. Okay, fine, leave it. Version control, what is there? Git, GitHub, GitLab. Okay. Continuous integration with what? Jenkins. Okay. Tools, Jenkins file, all. And with this Jenkins, all these are included or not there? Git plugin is added, Maven, Sonar Cube, all this stuff, right? Pipeline stage, checkout code, build, unit testing, everything is happening or not there, guys? Okay. Code quality security, Sonar Cube. Automation of testing, Selenium, right? Selenium. Artifact repository, Nexus, JFrog, all this stuff is there. Containerization, to pack the code. What is there? To pack code the environment, code and environment. What is there? Docker. Next, deployment. What is there, guys? Deployment, continuous deployment. Okay, SHR and Sensible, continuous, and containerization orchestration. What is there? Kubernetes. Okay, post deployment monitoring. To monitor the log messages, ELK stack. Okay, metrics about the health of the project, Grafana. Tracing. Okay, Jagger and Jipkin. Alerts, this one. See, these many tools are there, guys. Next one, feedback and improvements. For what? Feedback and improvements. Okay. Bugs are repeated using Jira. Retrospective means stand-up discussions within the team. And hot fixes and what? Patch releases. And full end-to-end summary table. Yes. Check it out. Requirements gathering. Jira Confluence. Design. Draw.io Figma. Next, development IDs. Build, Maven Gradle. Version control, Git. CI, build and test. Jenkins, Sonar Cube, JUnit test engine. Security, OSAP, sync and what? Check mark. Automation testing, Selenium, Postman and what? JMeter. Artifact report, this one. Next, containerization, Docker. Orchestration, Kubernetes Helm. Deployment, Ansible, AWS code deploy, Kubakt-J. Monitoring, okay, Promus, Grafana, ELK stack. Alerts what? Slack and what? Okay, this one. Are you getting my point, my dear? Yes. Table with more elaborated. At least you got idea all the tools and its purpose, guys. More with more information. I want to get the table with what? More information. Yeah. So nothing is there. Purpose is also given. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, tell me requirements gathering, Jira. Category what? Project management tool. User stories, sprint planning, backlog tracing. Okay, fine. Requirements get Confluence, documentation, architecture doc, requirements, meeting notes, all this stuff. Design what? Draw.io, lucid chart, diagram, architecture diagram, flow chart, CR diagram. Design, Figma, UI UX design. Are in one category, two tools, guys. Deployment, development, IntelliJ, Eclipse, IDE, code writing, debugging, refactoring. Development, Java, Spring Boot, programming, back and front end. Build, Maven, build tool, compile test packing, build Gradle, build tool, modern build system with faster build NPM and what? YR, front end build React, Angular for front end boss. Project is combination of multiple things. Yeah, next one. Yeah, Front end when you are version control Git, version control GitHub, track changes, branching, all this thing. For source code management, version control GitLab, same thing. Version control Bitbucket. We don't think use all the things, guys. Same thing. Next one, what is there? CI, continuous integration. Jenkins, CI, Jenkins file, pipeline as what? Code. CI plugins, these are CI, continuous integration related plugins, na boss? Git plugin, Maven, this one, this one, this one. Next, code quality, Sonar Cube, code coverage, this. Security, WhatsApp dependency check. Yeah, what is next one? Testing, JUnit, testing, Selenium, testing, Cypress Flyred. This is for front end testing, guys. Testing, Postman for API testing. Reporting, okay, extend report. Artifact, Nexus, JFrog. Containerization, Docker. Docker image repo. Where these Docker images will be kept? Docker Hub. Container image repo. Okay, this one. Orchestration, Kubernetes. Deploy, scale, manages container application. Deployment. What is there? This one, Helm. Deployment, customize Ansible. We have a lot of option for deployment are not there. Deployment this, cloud this, configuration this, service mesh this, logging ELK stack. Logging what? ELK stack. Okay, GitLab, Git releases, feedback, Jira, Slack, Teams, observability, this one, observability, this. So like this, we got a lot of things are not there, guys. Come on. So this is elaborated, this one are not there. So that's why don't underestimate tools power, boss. For everything, there is something, guys. For everything, there is something. So I'm not giving that elaborated. We'll go for what? This summary table is there here now, boss. What is there? Summary table. Full end-to-end summary table. Full end-to-end summary table. And if you observe whether most of them we learned here are not there. Most of them we learned here are not there, guys. Yeah, fine. Yeah, see, actually our discussion is completed, but I want to give more elaborated knowledge. That's why I'm doing this on hangama. At least these are useful for you or not there, guys. Awesome, auto ref. Yeah, these are end to end. This one, end to end. Okay, fine. So now I would like to know, yeah, diagram representation. I just want to get, having all these things, I would like to get one diagram. First session or second session, we discussed list of tools and their flow. So once again, at the last, towards last class also, I'm giving them so that you will understand link between all these tools now, guys. Yeah, tomorrow we'll see installation of Jenkins, practicals anyhow also. Day one, I just kept for concept building, guys. So that you will not feel, okay, same day, because it takes time to register what is the purpose of tool, right? One day for registering purpose of tool, another see what. Image gone, right? Wantedly not giving proper image, saying that you have to take paid version. Maybe is saying that you have to take paid version. Copy image, guys. Say paste. How come it is giving off image, ra? Fine. I don't know why it is giving off image. Fine. Yeah. Requirements. Here is my requirements now, boss. Requirements. What is there? Jira is there. Confluence is there. Design is what? Figma and this. Development is what? All the tools. Build. Maven, Gradle, NPM this. CI, Jenkins, SonarQube, JUnit. Monitoring, Jira, Confluence, what? Slack. Is coming or not there? And for this one for this, okay, feedback. For feedback was Slack kind of thing. Okay. So let it be. We got the basic idea about overall all this stuff now, my dear. Yeah, this is not so clearly. Wait. Okay, we don't need it. We have to take remaining stuff there or not there, guys. Fine. I think you got the